Young's double slit experiment by interference. So with the fringe width expression. So the picture shows that there is a source in which the waves, the light waves are coming. So here we are taking it as a two slits. So this is a source. The S1 and the S2 are the two slits. So the light from the first slit will hit on the screen at your point P. So the same light source, but through the slit 2, the light will travel to the screen and hit the point P. So S1P is a one ray and S2P is another ray. So these two light rays has a path difference. So if you draw the perpendicular line, so this distance is same. So from S1 to P, from here to here, the distance traveled by the light is same. But here the distance is extra distance traveled by the second ray than first ray. That is called as path difference. Our ultimate aim is to find the path difference of the given experiment, Young's double slit experiment. So if you find the path difference, it is easy for us to find the bright and dark fringes, what we are seeing in the theory of interference in the previous session. So this is the path difference is S2P minus S1P. So the path difference which is equal to S2P minus S1P. So in triangle S2BP and S1AP, in triangle S2BP and S1AP, this is a right angle triangle. So lower bottom ray with the right angle triangle, then the top one with the right angle triangle. So in this thing, by using a Pythagoras theorem, we can write S2P squared. S2P squared means S2P squared means it is a hypotenuse. So hypotenuse is equal to adjacent plus opposite. So adjacent square plus opposite square. Adjacent is here S2B squared and opposite is BP squared. Opposite is BP squared. Similarly, S1P squared is equal to S1A squared plus PA squared. S1A squared plus PA squared. So these two are the hypotenuse of these two triangles. Then we are taking the sum of the adjacent side and the opposite side is equal to hypotenuse. So S2B. S2B is what is S2B? D. Then PB. What is PB? PB is here. So this is a distance from A to B is D and PB is this one. So I will take that P to O is X. Then O to B is D by 2. So instead of PB squared, we can write D by 2 the X plus D by 2. So X plus D by 2. Again I will say that S2B squared is equal to D. S2B squared is equal to D squared. Then PB squared. PB square means PB square is equal to PO plus OB. PO is a X and OB is a D by 2 the whole square. That is X plus D by 2 the whole square. Similarly, for S1A square is also D, then PA square. What is the PA square? PA square is X minus D by 2. So X minus D by 2 the whole square. By substituting the formula A plus B the whole square and A minus B the whole square formula, we are cancelling all those things. Finally, we get the answer 2XD. Here, in the left side, we have S2P square minus S1P square, which is similar to A square minus B square formula, which is equal to A plus B into A minus B. So that is the thing. S2P plus S1P into S2P minus S1P, which is equal to 2XD by solving this equation. So keep it S2P minus S1P as it is. Bring the S2P by S1P in the denominator. What is a S2P? D. What is a S1P? That is also D. So we can take that 2D. That is a D plus D. This is a D. So this is another D. 2D will come. It will come to the denominator 2D. So 2 get cancelled. We get the path difference S2P minus S1P, which is equal to X into D by D. This X is a position of the first bright fringe or any bright fringe from the center O. Then D is a slit width. D is a slit width. This width is a D. So D is a slit width. Then this capital D is a distance between slit and the screen. So this is the path difference. Already we know that for constructive interference, for bright fringe, path difference which is equal to n lambda. For our case, what is the path difference? Xt by d. So substitute xt by d is equal to n lambda. Keep it x as it is. Bring the capital D and small d here. We get n lambda d by d. So this is the position of, if you substitute n is equal to 0, that is the position of the first bright fringe. Then substitute n is equal to 1. This is the position of the second bright fringe. Then third bright fringe likewise. So we get the different bright fringes position because x is a position from O. So this is the position of the bright fringes at different places on the screen. Now we are going to see that what is a destructive interference or dark fringe for this particular path difference. So very simple, students. We are taking a two slits. When the two waves are hit on the screen at point P at the same time, but during the travel it travels, S2P travels more distance than S1P, there will be a path difference. By solving this path difference problem by using a usual trigonometric formulas and also the algebraic formulas a plus b the whole square and a square minus b square the whole square, we find the solution. Path difference is equal to xd by d. So d is a slit with capital D is a distance between screen and the source. X is a distance between origin, that is a center point O to the point P. As we have seen that the constructive interference, that means for bright fringe, the path difference xd by d is equal to n lambda. We get the x values n lambda d by d. For destructive interference, same path difference xd by d, but the condition is 2n minus 1 lambda by 2. So these things are already we are seen in the previous videos. So this how this 2n minus 1 lambda by 2 will come. So for destructive means you have to equate with 2n minus lambda by 2. Then for constructive means n lambda. So for destructive means 2n minus 1 lambda by 2. For constructive means n lambda with the path difference. So by solving this one, x is equal to what will happen? This d will come to the numerator, small d will come to the denominator. 2n minus 1 lambda d by 2d, where n is equal to 1, 2, 3. Here the n will not become a 0 because already in constructive interference the n will become 0. So I will show the picture. This is the consecutive, this is the central bright fringe. If you substitute n is equal to 0, x is equal to 0. So that is the constructive bright fringe. So the center will be a 0. 0 is a bright fringe. Then if you substitute n is equal to 1, what we will get? Lambda d by d. So that is a first bright fringe. Lambda d lambda by d, that is a lambda d by d. If you substitute 2 lambda d by d, 2 lambda d by d. Also here also 2 lambda d by d. So this is the place where the first bright fringe and corresponding second and third bright fringes will be occur. So now we will see that for dark fringe 2n minus 1 lambda d by 2d, substitute n is equal to 1, 2 minus 1, 1. That is lambda d by 2d. So for the first dark, lambda d by 2d is a formula. But what is that? This is a positive side, this is a negative side, we can put minus. Similarly, put n is equal to 2, 4 minus 1, 3. So 3 lambda d by 2d. So 3 lambda d by 2d. 3 lambda d by d. So these equations clearly point out the positions of consecutive bright and dark fringes clearly. Okay, then the intensity of the interference pattern does not decrease as the intensity will be maintained and sustained. It is that by seeing the wave, this is the amplitude. So the amplitude is uniform, hence we can say the intensity is directly proportional to amplitude square. So amplitude is not at all decreases, hence intensity is remain same, that will not decreases. Okay, so the finally we are going to find the fringe width. So we are find the constructive interference, destructive interference. This is a graphical representation of bright and dark fringes. So what is the fringe width? Fringe width is defined as it is a separation between two successive bright or dark fringes. So this is a bright fringe, this is a bright fringe. The separation between two bright and dark fringes is fringe width. So this is a fringe width beta. So or the distance between two consecutive dark fringes is a beta. So for bright fringe xn, that is xn minus 1, previous fringe with us. So n lambda d by d is a formula. N lambda d by d is a bright fringe formula. So we can say that n lambda d by d minus, instead of n minus 1 d lambda by d. Okay, so which is equal to, if you substitute that, n lambda d get cancelled, d lambda d we get. So the fringe width is d lambda by d. So this d is a distance between screen and the source. This is the wavelength of the light. This is a slit width. So we are clearly seeing that Young's double slit experiment for the interference of the by using the two slits. Definitely the source must be a coherent source, then only the interference pattern will be occurred. Also there should be a path difference. So first you have to find the path difference for our experiment. So we are calculated the path difference is, what is the path difference? The path difference is xd by d. So we get, so this is a very important question. So repeatedly asked in board examination. So practice yourself these derivations again and again.